the defensive talent in this league, to me, is unequaled from team to team to team to team. There are other leagues that have offenses that can compete with our offenses, but they don't have to play against SEC defenses. And all you have to do is look at the BCS championship game the last 3 years and look what happened to offenses at Ohio State and Oklahoma when they had to play an SEC defense. And therein lies the major difference in our league, I think, compared to a lot of leagues in the country.
Coach, what kind of goals do you have in your mind that you want to hit before you start thinking about retiring?
Well, I'd like to win an SEC championship. That is a goal that has been there since I came. We've established a better base to attack that goal than we had 3 or 4 years ago. We're in postseason. We get that extra month of practice. We get the exposure. We're starting to get better recruits. We're looking a lot more like an SEC team in almost every position. And, we just have to now shake the streaks, if you will. We have to knock some more of those streaks off, which we got LSU, we got Georgia a couple of years ago, and we need to do that on a lot more consistent basis if we expect to be a real player in the SEC championship race.
You've been around coaching for a long time. Lane Kiffin hasn't coached a game in this league. He's had a lot to say so far this offseason. Are you surprised by some of the things he said?
Hey, we all are who we are, and we all have to live with what comes out of our mouth and our dreams and aspirations. And he may be right on, he may not be right on, but we're going to all find out pretty soon, aren't we?
Going from the NFL to college, what does he need to learn? I mean, you've done that. What do you need to learn going from the NFL coach to the
I don't think you have to learn anything. He was in college like I was in college, and then I went to the NFL, and then I came back to college. He was in college, went to the NFL, and now he's back in college. You don't have to learn anything. Football is football. Now, you obviously go from one part of the country to a different part of the country, and I think the one thing that I knew, because I went around and visited all these campuses working out players when I was with the Rams and the Falcons, and I knew that this league was pretty good in football, and the talent level is unbelievable. And you'll find out firsthand when you actually get to go to each stadium and coach games, and you'll also find that it's as exciting as anything that you can do in college football when you compete in the SEC.
Speaking of that, I would kind of have fun with the coaches, asking them all this. I know you like your players, but is there one other player in this conference that if you could, you'd like to coach?
Well, there's quite a few of them.
One guy saying?
Well, Tebow obviously is just, he's a different guy. I mean, I'm not sure, I may have to find some kryptonite to take care of him this year, because we certainly haven't done a very good job of it in the last several years.
Coach, I read that there's an F-150 coming out, the Brooks edition.
It's out, yeah.
It's out?
They've actually sold a couple, if you can believe that.
Yeah. What's inside of the Brooks edition, F-150?
It's a kind of a juiced up Ford 150 4-seat pickup that's taken out and painted up real nice in blue and white, and looks pretty good.
I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
You have another career going, huh?
No, I am what I am.
Coach, could you talk about Heartline? How confident are you going with him going into the season?
I feel very good about Mike Hartline. I had a lot of the same questions about Andre Woodson after his sophomore year and his first year as a starter, and he made significant strides his junior and senior year, and really led the most productive offense in Kentucky history his senior season. So I think Mike Hartline, there haven't been a lot of first-year starting quarterbacks at Kentucky that can say they won 6 games, and he didn't start 4 of them. So those weren't even counted. He might have been able to do better than that, but he didn't start 4 of them. And he won a bowl game. And I might add that performance was pretty special, because he was a very sick young man and had to trot off the field numerous times during the game to visit the bathroom. So I think he's going to be vastly improved, and I think the people around him are going to help him too, because they're going to be vastly improved. We were a very, very young offensive team a year ago. Freshmen, receivers, new starters at tight end, basically new starters in the backfield. It's going to be, I think, a little bit closer to the 2006-2007 edition of Kentucky offense than the 2008 edition. Let's hope so anyway. I don't like that not visiting the end zone very much.
On a lighter note, has there ever been a coach you've aspired to be like or looked up to, maybe before you got to where you are now?
Joe Paterno,
Why is that?
because I've gotten to know him since 1980. He stands for all the right things, I think, in college football, and he still has the energy and the mind that he had 25 years ago, 30 years ago.
Thank you.
Thanks.